Welcome, Internet, to Gaming After Dark. All right, episode 112 in 3, 2, 1. Gaming After Dark is brought to you by Engine at Engine.com. For all your game and guild hosting needs, it's all free and easy at Engine.com. And Doghouse Systems at DoghouseSystems.com. Purveyor of fine gaming rigs and laptops, the code After Dark will get you double the RAM. Up your game at DoghouseSystems.com. And now, here are your hosts, JJ, Renee, Rob, and Jason.
Oh, how come I got bumped to fourth this time?
Hey, I'm last.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
I don't know why you put us in front of the bus, man.
Oh no.
Oh, well, you know what? Something else to think about now that I actually did it?
I mean, you could have made like a Go Mad Oreo or something.
I could have done like the reverse doubles. Never mind.
Nope.
We could have made a race cookie, ladies and gentlemen. A race cookie. Welcome to Gaming After Dark. Is episode 112. How is everyone today?
Well,
Not doing pretty good. So now I feel glad. I'm glad. It makes me feel good that it's not just our show that makes Renee yawn. I am really glad about that.
yeah, I am. I've been yawning around this time period. I think we're usually up watching TV on the couch and you don't notice, but
Relaxing, maxing.
yeah.
You know what it is? It's
Loose ass cheeks.
that's exactly what it is.
You captured that. That's lovely. That's lovely.
I forgot all about it. I was bumping around the dot wave files today, and hey, there it was. There was a little. Oh, I hit the wrong button.
Loose ass
Oh,
Oh, that was horrible. I tried to do it. So, quick poll: how upset is everybody that Lando Calrissian is not going to be in episode 7?
Okay, I wasn't trying to bring it up, to be honest. I didn't want to be that guy, but yeah.
Are there any black people in that movie at all?
No, I don't.
No,
think
there was one black guy sitting there, so he's probably gonna die first or something.
in the cast reveal, was he wearing a red shirt?
Nah.
I figure Sam Jackson should be in it because Mace went. Oh, that's right.
Oh.
Oh, that's right. He got his hands cut off and then shoved
But
out.
he could be a ghost, right? That's a thing. Force
Yeah,
ghost.
sure.
This is a thing. They're gonna do his hologram, just like he's gonna be at Coachella. Mace Windu at Coachella. You heard it first. It's gonna happen in episode 7. Yeah, I don't get that, man. But you know what it is? I would guess this. There's just too many freaking people. That's a huge cast already.
Yeah, and the thing is, and it's not that I don't want to see Lando in it, but I also don't want it to be a rehash of episodes, 4, 5, 6, right?
Correct.
If it's entirely the same cast, I mean, it's going to kind of be a revival of the originals, and I don't necessarily want that.
Which one of the original cast do you want featured most in this movie? Short of Lando, obviously.
I hate to say it, but I want to say Luke.
Wow.
Chewie.
Because and I've read absolutely nothing about where they're planning to take this, so you guys probably are more up on that than I am. But
I haven't said a word.
in the books, at least, he turns to the dark side for a while after movie 6.
So here's one thing that they put out: the extended universe stuff is not canon anymore.
Right, but this was an extended universe.
Yeah, but I don't know. From what I understood, they're doing their own story. So beyond that, so I want to see Han Solo. I think Han
I think they're about 10 years past. If they're going to have him doing any action, they're about 10 years past where Harrison Ford can pull that off.
all he's got to do is lean over and shoot a blaster. That's all the action there was in any of the movies he was in to begin with.
Fair enough.
So, Renee, JJ?
Chewbacca, just 'cause he's hairy. That's all.
Wow.
That's all I can say.
That's a bold
Now,
statement.
is this going off of the books?
No, they're
Okay.
writing their own story.
All right.
That's the whole thing. They're not going off the books. They're not doing.
Well, I
spin-
mean, they're writing their own story, but I mean, it's
Right.
not. Is this movie itself going to be outside canon?
I mean,
No, the movie's going to be inside canon. They pushed everything out of canon.
well,
No
they-
more canon
Well,
other than.
But you say extended universe. The extended universe wasn't canon. I mean, there are like 2 or 3. We're getting into some edgy stuff here, but there are books that are in canon, and there's extended universe, which is not part of canon, right?
Correct. The way
Are you saying that they took all the stuff that was canon, all of the books, in other words, and they've rejected that now?
that's what I read. That's what I read. All that stuff is like whatever happens because they're going to be old, right? This is kind of passing the torch to the new thing, folks, and you got to guarantee the old cast will probably be gone after this one, right? This is kind of their send off.
Yeah, right, and that's fine, and I think they can still do that. In fact, I don't know if I would necessarily expect the old cast to be the main characters of this one. I think they're going to be not peripheral characters, but I don't think they're necessarily going to be the main.
yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking, that they're going to be on the outskirts and maybe. I mean, it probably won't be as bad as little cameos, will it?
No, I think it'll be more than that. But but I don't think we'll be following all of them through the whole thing.
No, I don't think so either. JJ, who do you want to see?
Boba Fett or some Jawas.
Jawas.
Boba
wish
Fett should be
Wicket-
pretty easy because they
wish-
can get somebody to do that.
There's gonna be freaking Jawas, right? I mean, they were shooting in Morocco, so that would be Tatooine, if you will.
Are they going to
I
have
always called it
Ewoks?
Tatooine. What's that?
Are they going to have Ewoks?
They,
I hope not.
Wicket was crazy cute.
I mean, would you want the Ewoks or Jar Jar Binks? Come on now.
I want the Ewoks to fight the Gungans to extinction. That's one of the things that's happened in between that movie and this one. Is Endor invaded whatever stupid planet the Gungans were on, and they just fought to extinction. That's all that happened. So, well, that's enough of that. So there'll be
I
about
don't even
400
know what a Gungi is.
a Gungan. That's what
Jar Jar is.
Yeah, and I probably should be ashamed to know that, right?
No, I mean I'm not. I mean I'm gonna be perfectly honest. I never watched Star Wars fully through. I saw it once as a kid, but I never really watched it again until 2010. And that's when I bought the 4, 5, 3, 4, and 5. Wait a minute, is it 3, 4, and 5?
5, 6.
4, 5, 6 on Blu-ray. That's the only time that I went back and I watched them all the way through. And I'll be honest, I was bored as hell on the first one. Empire Strike Back was awesome. I was bored on the last one.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Empire is by far the best movie of them all. So here's hoping to a good one, and in 2015 some good high-end games, right?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
But we'll see about that. But beyond that, let's do this.
Oh my god. It's the news.
Rob, behind me, there's a litany of I don't know what 3-inch figures for at least 2 separate games, actually 3 Skylanders games and 1 Disney Infinity game, and it's just not gonna stop. Disney announced that Disney Infinity 2.0 is coming out, and it is going to be Marvel superheroes. Which actually looks pretty cool. At least from the figures and stuff, and from what I've seen so far, you've seen the Avengers, you've seen the Guardians of the Galaxy, which isn't surprising since the movie comes out probably about the same time they're releasing this, and Spider-Man. So, I know you guys aren't into any of these games. I don't know, Rob, does your son play any of them, Skylanders or any of this?
No, he doesn't.
I don't imagine Rob Rob allowing his son to play those. I mean, because
Oh, I
here's
would.
what you would.
Yeah, I would.
Oh man, see, here's what
Yeah, let's
I,
hear it.
I understand because Jason's going to say those toys are good quality toys that I buy, But it's kind of like, do you in order to play the rest of the game, don't you need to buy the different characters?
No. So most content is not well, and Disney Infinity is a little different, right? And Skylanders has got the whole world and stuff in it. Disney Infinity, there's a few of them that you have to buy the packs to actually unlock the world for that. So, for instance, if you don't have the Pirates of the Caribbean pack, you can't play in the Pirates of the Caribbean world, kind of thing.
Right.
Which I haven't noticed yet, but I think they're going away from that piece. At least on launch, maybe for expansion stuff, but yeah, that's the one problem I had with Disney Infinity Vice Skylanders, is it kind of put some content behind other things you have to buy, Vice the stuff you already have to buy to be able to play. I guess is a way to look at it. So there you go. If you're into that.
I think Rob had something to say, but I was.
Oh, you,
No, I mean, it's not that I wouldn't let him play it. It's the there are a lot of good games out there that you can pay for and play and have a lot of fun with, and there are a lot of toys out there that you can just pay for and have a lot of fun with. And I guess I don't necessarily. It's not that I don't want him to play that game. It's that I don't want to sort of start another money sink. Where there's another thing where he wants to spend more and more money just to unlock all of the content that we've sort of already paid for. You know what I mean? If he's going to buy a toy or a game, I'd rather have him buy something that he can have all of and just enjoy that. But then once you have, and it's easy to fall into that needing to buy more and more stuff, and so I don't know.
But Disney Infinity, at least there's kind of a limit to these. There's only like 15 characters. Freaking Skylanders, and we didn't cover this at all. Skylanders just announced a new game again for this fall called Trap something or another. They are releasing another 60 characters for it.
Jesus.
I have official Skylanders burnout. I mean, seriously. There's 60 characters at $10 a pop, right?
Yeah.
There are $600 for all the characters. That's ridiculous. But I do have a good,
They turn around and sell that 60 character fun pack for $300. What a bargain!
Oh, they don't know. There's none of that.
It reminds me of systems tapped out where to get everything you're gonna spend crazy amounts of money.
It's
Yeah.
kind of like that because
But it's designed in such a way that if there's anybody who will spend that amount, they'll release more. So they release exactly whatever number is just beyond what you want to spend. So you never reach the end of the spending potential.
that's right, and it's become an annual game. That's the problem I have with it.
Right.
That's the biggest problem with it. Every year there is a new game released, which is crazy.
So how long has this Skylander thing been going on?
Spyro was the first one, so this is the fourth game. So I think it's about 5 years.
So have the graphics improved or still same? And that's good.
The graphics have improved. The gameplay's improved.
Okay.
The one thing the characters do is they will play cross-platform.
He said doo-doo.
So they will play cross-platform and stuff. So that's all right. But I'm not gonna buy the game on multiple platforms. Probably. Might buy the next one on the Xbox One. But so there you go. So there's that. Again, this is start thinking about Christmas and fighting somebody for that rare gold skin Hulk figurine that's only at GameStop on the third Tuesday of December, because that's kind of how that rolls too.
So, in a move that really should surprise nobody, apparently the string of lawsuits against Oculus Rift has begun.
Of course.
The parent company for id Software, ZeniMax, has apparently sent I don't know if it's a cease and desist or if it's a notice of copyright infringement to John Carmack, who's now the CTO of Oculus Rift. And so I have a feeling they basically say that before John Carmack took over at Oculus, he was at id Software, and that when he left, he took a bunch of their technology with him and used that to start Oculus. Now, did he found Oculus?
No, he did. I think he was involved in it, but ZeniMax actually backed him while he was working on the Oculus Rift. He was from what I could tell, he was a ZeniMax employee.
Right.
That for working for id Software and was helping Oculus Rift with VR technology to push the platform forward. And then apparently what they're saying now is that Oculus, because of what the move they made and bought by Facebook, now they're exploiting what was ZeniMax technology, and ZeniMax has a piece of this.
Well, his comment on Twitter was that he said, "No work I have ever done has been patented. ZeniMax owns the code that I wrote, but they don't own VR." So I think that he wrote VR code for ZeniMax, but then went over and wrote code for Oculus. He didn't need to necessarily take anything with him, but I'm guessing there's going to be. I mean, programmers have their own approach and their own sort of tricks of the trade, and so probably they're going to find enough similarity there that there might be something to it, but they're going to settle out. I mean, I have a feeling that ZeniMax has been sitting on this lawsuit until they got a big buyer, and now that Facebook has endless pockets right now, so.
Well, and that's the other thing that's kind of funny about it is that it's only fitting that they sue the crap out of Facebook, right?
Yeah, I'm just surprised that it wasn't Samsung.
It's true. Good point. So, JJ, you gonna get an Oculus Rift?
No.
I like how you just said no.
No, I don't know, man. It's just, I think it's too much. A little bit. I don't know. I'm afraid I'm gonna, probably fall and get dizzy and seasick and all this other stuff and get motion sickness. So that's one reason why I won't get it. And I just don't see the value. I mean, okay. It's like Google Glass to me. Let me put it that way.
Ooh, nice.
It's like Google Glass. It's something that's tech hip. There's gonna be a few people that's gonna have them, and it's not gonna be like everybody that has a iPhone or Android. It's not gonna be anything like that. It's not gonna be like, oh
right.
Man, everybody has an Oculus Rift. I want one as well. So.
Right, Renee. How much do you think they're gonna when they finally release it? Right, because they still had this whole thing's an alpha and development stage. What do you think they're gonna? I think it's gonna be expensive. What do you think?
Oh yeah, it'll definitely be expensive. Yeah, they'll give all kinds of reasons for why they need to price it where it's priced, but it'll definitely be overpriced and it'll be something I look over. I mean, VR. I think VR will be awesome one day, but I don't think
But
not now.
I can't do it. I don't think I could do it every day.
I mean, I put on a VR headset. Like I actually did the Oculus Rift. Some guy had it at work. Put it on, almost fell on my ass because it made me so dizzy. So it's like you have to be sitting down to do it. Standing up, it's not gonna work yet with the technology they have. But I don't know. I'm just not that impressed, I guess, when I'm supposed to be.
So
You didn't know it.
So you know who's going to actually push the VR industry out into the mainstream? Rob, it's going to be the adult. It's going to be the adult film industry.
Absolutely.
They have pushed every new platform. That's console gaming.
Right, and I hate to completely agree with you there, but I mean it's there's one thing that pushes the technology envelope time and again. It's the porn industry. I mean it's they're one of the reasons we've got big fat fiber pipelines coming to the house. It's not the only reason, but I mean
it's actually a title of a movie too.
Yes. I mean, they pushed the envelope on on media streaming and everything else. I I hate to say it, but I think you're right.
So yeah, that's the reason why we have Blu-ray. That's the reason why we don't have Laserdisc anymore. There's a lot of reasons out there. So, speaking of big fat fibers that we're gonna need in our houses. Sorry, that segue exhausted me. Bungie finally came forward with information on Destiny and gameplay, and a couple of interesting tidbits that came out. It's a huge endeavor. Huge endeavor. They're talking about they're now in their network operations center because they're doing. Looks like the backbone's going to be. It's not going to be cloud based. It's going to be server based in Bungie at Bungie, and they're going to have a data operations center 24/7. You know, kind of like I think Blizzard does, right? For their servers. Additionally, they're talking about content. They claim they're going to be putting new content out every day. Every day something's going to come out, a new piece of gear to get, some new type of some type of quest or any of those kind of things. And there's a big time focus on endgame, which I think is fantastic. If you've seen the videos of the actual gameplay, it looks a lot like Borderlands. And what I mean by it is the perspective on the first-person shooter and the health bars. And then on top of that, there's gear, but there's not just, guns for gear, right? There's slot gear, there's heads, there's chests, there's backs, the whole MMO feel. Rob, there is multiplayer, so you can go, play some Halo, but you don't unlock it until 2 hours into the game.
That's not too unusual. We've seen that before.
No, especially this. They're trying to give it a PvP. An MMO feel to it. That's pretty MMO-ish, right? Like in Warcraft.
Yeah.
Battlegrounds to what, level 10? Is that right?
Thanks. Yeah, I think so.
Yep.
Sorry, my WoW knowledge is leaving me. It's really, really sad.
Kind of sad. Additionally, game saves.
Mm-hmm.
If you buy it, so Rob, say you don't have a PS4. I don't have a PS4. Say we decide to get this game on PS3. I know you don't have a PS3 either, but just fantasize. No, JJ, you have a PS3, right? Still.
Yeah.
So you get the game on PS3. I get the game on PS3. And we both decide we're going to do it on PS4 now. I buy a PS4, you buy a copy of it on PS4. Our game saves will go up through the generation. Which I think is pretty cool. Pretty smart of them, actually.
Yep.
It won't cross the streams, but it'll do that. So, Rob, have you seen any of the footage yet?
I haven't. Part of me is kind of staying away from it on purpose, but what the screenshots I've seen look pretty impressive.
Yeah, I peeked at a gameplay video just to peek. Looks good. Looks real good. So, JJ, Renee, you're gonna buy an Xbox One to play this with us?
No.
Come on.
How many packs of diapers is Xbox One? Sorry, I'll be saying this for years.
Yeah, there's the conversion has started. There you go.
I won't do this for
Although
everything,
at this point, I'm
but
almost
the
ready to
Xbox
trade
One-
mine in for a box of diapers, and I don't even have any kids that use them right now.
The Xbox One is just not motivate me enough. Sorry, this doesn't do it.
I don't blame you, but maybe they're gonna change your mind. We'll find out. So that's coming out in September. I can't wait. I hope to God it is actually as good.
I do too, man. I hope it is for you guys too.
I hope it is too.
Listen, man.
No, really, I do.
The lead platform is still PS4 on this. It's not that it's being developed initially on PS4,
Right.
which makes kind of sense, I guess, a little bit.
But how sad is it that we're on the next generation of console now, and the game that we're looking forward to playing is coming out in September?
That's correct.
Unbelievable.
Well, Watch Dogs comes out this
I
month.
was gonna say Watch Dogs is coming out too.
If I'm going to get that, I'll play it on PC.
Is there multiplayer?
Yeah, I think so. I'd be surprised if there weren't.
Gotta buy it in. No, never mind. Just say you have to buy an Origin, but that's not an EA game, right? That's a Ubisoft game. Watch Dogs. Is that Ubisoft, Renee?
I thought I've
I
been
think
seeing
so.
that on Steam. Maybe not.
I need to be quick on my
Toes.
quick on my toes. Ubisoft it is. A quick search. Ubisoft on Watch Dogs delay. We had no choice.
The game would have sucked. We didn't want it to suck.
I just love how dramatic. We had no choice. Sorry.
You just see a guy sweating and like wiping his brow. We just didn't have a choice in the matter.
Yeah. So, Rob had a better headline for this than I did. So, Rob, why don't you say the headline and then I'll talk about it.
Oh, I don't even remember what my headline was. It was. It's funny because I saw you typing in there, and I thought it was Jason typing, which is why I talked smack.
That is hilarious. So
it goes to show you that he won't talk smack to you because
yeah, for several reasons. You know, I have everything going for me right now.
It's all about respect, right?
Right.
So E.T. tried to phone home, but he was buried in a landfill.
That's right. That's right.
So I remember hearing about this a while ago. Some documentary makers were wanting to dig up the infamous E.T. games that have been buried in that landfill in New Mexico.
Yeah, that's the whole point. It's alleged, right?
Yeah, but they got denied. But then they got approved. Hooray! So Saturday, they actually dug, and they found thousands of E.T. games. Not only E.T. games, other Atari games.
Yeah, they found other stuff. Did they say what else that they found out there?
Let me see. Let me see if it says it on here.
That's out near Alamogordo, New Mexico.
I don't think it says what.
They found
else.
5 barrels full of money. It was about $80 million.
Right.
Supremacist.
That'd have been funny. No. They call this stupid story live action roleplay Dig Dug. I can't with them. No, they didn't say what else they found, but apparently the ET games were the important things. Someone said that there was some unplayable condition. I doubt it.
I mean, you just have to blow the dirt out of them. That's
right.
You just
You're really
out.
gonna blow it up. I mean, that's.
So it's no longer a legend. It's true. But now what are they going to do with these? They're going to put them back in a landfill somewhere. So
Oh no, that's not true.
no, that's going. Them things going on eBay. Watch.
You're gonna buy that crap from Microsoft.
you're going to buy trash.
They are
it's
gonna sell
trash.
them. It said. I forget in what format, or I don't think they're gonna be sold as playable, but I think they are planning on selling them.
They're gonna
So-
put them on some nice piece of freaking
So
mahogany.
who's
That's right.
profiting off of this? I didn't see who was profiting off of
Probably the people doing the
documentary.
documentary.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, because I mean they're the ones that are doing it. And
So
filming
they're
it.
selling the games.
You know who's back in the documentary, right? It's Microsoft.
Oh, that's right. I had heard that.
You can watch the documentary at first on Xbox One. We'll talk a little bit
hilarious.
more about that in the GAD Spotlight.
Yeah. That's what we call on the Xbox One. That's what we call foreshadowing.
Like all the games that are to come out, we're foreshadowing those
Where all
games.
your games are gonna end up.
So I actually watched the 10-minute video of someone playing 3 levels of ET.
They actually made it to the pit. So
Yeah.
there was a way to get out of the pit.
Yeah, you had
Apparently,
to.
I didn't do it.
No,
right.
you had to have enough Reese's Pieces. The Reese's Pieces is what
You
gives you
have to.
energy to live up.
So how do you so how do you get the Reese's Pieces?
They're on the ground and stuff.
But I tried.
Apparently, somewhere out there, there's a ROM emulator that somebody I don't know if they hacked what was out there or they just recreated it or what, but they actually fixed some of the bugs that happened when they created ET.
Oh,
And
they
so
made
you
it
can
better.
actually play it to completion if you want. I read a blurb from the lead programmer on it, and he was saying that by the time they got the rights to the game, or to the movie rights to the game, and had everything organized and licensed and all that, they had 5 weeks to write it and release it.
Wow.
5 weeks.
And all of it was alpha testing.
Exactly. Oh, and that was back. That was back when there was. There were no patches. There were no. Day one updates and all that. I mean, it was.
Where
Get it right.
Right. Well, I was thinking about that, right? It's impossible to have this bad of a failure anymore, right? You just pull it back and you give a day 1 3 gig patch.
It's right.
That recent online only not Infinity Blade. What's the freaking fighting game? Soul Calibur. They did the exact same thing. Soul Calibur was they rushed it. The same day they pulled it back and updated it a week later. So yep, it's the same kind of thing. So
Yeah.
I think they did the same thing with what was that game? Oh yeah, SimCity.
but that patch lasted for like over a year. It took.
Where's my beaten horse? I gotta.
Oh, here it is.
How many more years is this gonna go on? Every year. All year.
Okay, let's get on some PSAs. All right, Drive Club is actually going to come out on October 7th.
Yeah, I believe when I see it.
PS4. What's that? You believe when you see it? there are some things. There are some promises made about PS Plus discounts for buying the Blu-ray copy. Those are not happening anymore. So, Drive Club is going to be this thing that was going to be cool and is not going to be cool anymore. Defiance, a game Rob and I played quite a bit. It's going free to play this summer.
Here's what I don't understand. I thought that game was free to play for some odd reason.
Free
Or
to
did I?
play it, but you do have to buy the game.
No subscription.
It was subscription?
No.
What was it?
You had to buy the game, but there was no subscription to play it.
Correct.
Oh, okay. So free to play, so you don't have to buy the game. Okay.
Correct.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Now you have to buy your bullets and all that.
Yeah, I do see that.
Yeah, it's gonna be not good. Anyway,
Well, they did Rift. Those guys did Rift free to play as well. So
this is all Tryon, right?
yeah, it's Tryon.
Yeah, Tryon. I'm good with them, and then some I'm not good with them. We'll get to that.
Oh, here it is. Oh, go ahead.
The new Call of Duty.
Yep. What's it called?
Does there a name? Did you hear it?
The title on the video says Call of Duty 2014.
Oh, I don't know if it's gonna be called that.
They
All I know
finally
is
switched over to just naming it for the year.
I hope
it's gonna happen, right? It's gonna be
Pretty-
John Madden on the cover in camo.
Pretty soon it's going to be Call of Duty 2014 Q1. 2, 3.
Hey.
That's awesome.
If you've played EVE Online or you're playing it currently, the developer unveiled a giant outdoor sculpture with all the names of all the active players on it.
That's pretty cool. I
Yep.
saw.
It's 16 foot tall.
Right.
They said it's designed to stand the test of the ages. So I don't know. It's made out of like palladium or something that is designed to be around for a long, long time.
If it's made of palladium, somebody's gonna come and drag it away.
Yeah. Good luck.
And they have a
You're going to need a big forklift.
they have a link there too if you want to find out where you are.
Yeah, Steam's been running they've been running a sale on EVE Online here in the last week or two, and
Don't do it.
I'm not going to do it, but it's it's right in my wheelhouse as far as the kind of game I like.
We don't get to play enough as it is.
I know it, and that was actually what stayed my hand when I was ready to buy it, was that I read some reviews of it, and every single person said, this is not. It's not for casual gamers by any means, but it's not even for like occasional gamers or. It is for dedicated players only.
And you have to work your way up, man. I mean, because
And you have to work your way up.
It's like being in a pyramid scheme and you're just getting in, and you're like 17 levels down.
Yep.
And the dude up top is making all
Yep,
the
no,
money.
I get that. It's just the scale of the game is really impressive, and it's just I would be at this point more tempted by that than World of Warcraft, just because I like the setting a little more.
To get to level 2 to start with, you have to sell 400 boxes of soap. That's
That's right.
so.
Yep.
And
Yep.
those 400 boxes of soap, which are sold for $3 a piece, you have to pay $1,000 to get those soaps, so you can
right.
sell them.
That's right.
And you don't get to keep the $3.
Of course not.
No, he only gets $1 per box.
That's right.
Well, actually, it's only 75 cents per box, cause I get a quarter.
Right, because everybody
Well,
gets
actually, I only get 10 cents, and it just breaks off on up. So
That's right. That's right. And he was the guy at top's going, I'm only getting a penny a freaking unit. Oh yeah, well it's 8 bazillion units. Anyway, wow. I think we just did some social commentary there. So there you go, folks. I mean, that's what PSAs are all about. If you and Rob are the only ones who don't own this game yet, currently World of Warcraft and Mist of Pandaria are 50% off. You can get every expansion before Mist for $10, and then Mist of Pandaria for $10. That's a pretty good deal. $20 for all that content.
yep. And guess what? 2 games you get free this month for Games of Gold.
Games I already got free on PS3.
Well, it's fine, but they get Dust
Yep.
and
Nice.
Elysian Tale, as well as Saints Row the Third.
Yep. So there you go.
Very, very good games.
Yeah, that's what it's all about. I found it. That's the spot. So speaking of Rob's spot, and actually JJ's spot.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
73 million in sales. Assassin's Creed has the whole series.
It makes sense. That should.
Is
Should
that
have more than that.
sorry? Is that dollars or units?
That is, damn it, Rob.
It's dollars.
Units.
Rob wants to get
A total of
73 million in
I don't know. They
sales.
they just say 73 million in sales.
In sales,
It's
it
units.
should
Is it
be
units?
dollars if it's in sales.
No, units. $73 million. That's it. Friggin' last
Yeah.
game probably cost that much to develop.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
true.
What'd you say, 70?
They
It's
would-
units.
they really need qualifiers. I'm sorry, they need qualifiers.
Yeah, it's
But you wouldn't
units.
say 73 million in sales. You would say 73 million sales or units sold.
Wait a second.
Yeah.
So hold on. Let me see what the Ubisoft corporate website says.
Right.
Because this is a journalistic
This is so stupid.
article.
God, I don't like using the source page. I wanna look at joystick, Jason.
It just says 73 million for Assassin's Creed.
This is dumb.
So I'm saying it's
Sales are units. It's not that hard.
Yeah, we'll say units, I guess.
I think it's units.
I think
Okay, we'll go with
So
units.
hold on. So 73 million. Let's say it's $40 a pop. Someone put here 2.9 billion. Is that right?
that's probably about right.
Really? Billion?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It does seem like a lot.
Hmm.
See,
No,
can we use the other ones in comparison?
I
Tom
mean,
Clancy's Splinter Cell 30 million.
Yep.
Pets 24 million units.
Sure.
No, hold on.
How many?
Hold on. He was like, whoa, Pets
I
24
think it's
million.
units. Not dollars. It can't be dollars. $73 million? Absolutely cannot be dollars.
hold on here. Let me go to
That
man.
company would go bankrupt if it was they only made 73 million on all 6
Wait.
Assassin's Creed games.
So here we go. So the sales for the year 2012 to 2013 was 1.2 billion euros.
Okay.
That's right. In 2012, 2013, just that
Okay.
year. This is a big company. Ubisoft's not small.
So Pets has sold 24 million units. Good job on you, Pets.
There's like 8 of those games. Every animal you can say there's a pet for. Trust me. I know.
And you know, Nick will probably need to talk about this on his show Fitness Level Up. The bottom of the barrel is Your Shape Evolved by Ubisoft.
I like that game.
Yeah.
I like that fitness tool. How's that?
I don't know exactly what the status of Fitness Level Up is. It's been a
I believe
while.
it's no more. We got a notice from one of our other, actually another host that apparently his last update was in November. So
That would be why it's not showing up on my iPhone.
yes, indeed.
Good on you, Ubisoft. Speaking
Global
of,
total as of April 12th, 2014, for Assassin's Creed Black Flag is 2.83 million units.
Yep.
So
Just-
across all games, I don't know.
Are you looking at MPD?
VG charts.
Oh yeah, and this is a release by Ubisoft saying that was 73 million games. So I would say they probably have good numbers, I guess.
Well, but all right.
Oh no, man.
It's not $73 million.
I don't know. I mean, I know you love him, Jason. I don't know.
73 million. Think about that. Come on.
That's a lot of money.
It's not that much money.
Oh, come on. If somebody offered me $73 million, I'm going to turn it down because it's not that much money.
About a company with like 2,000 employees. It's not $73 million. It's not that much money. It's not dollars. It's not dollars. If you prove me wrong, I will eat my hat. But it's not dollars.
Oh yeah, I'm not gonna look it up. So, your hat is safe on me. So.
Well, yeah. So the sales for the financial year 2012-2013 is 1.256 billion euros.
Right, which is $1.5 billion or more.
Right.
So speaking of crap, you're probably not gonna buy this week. Stop me if you heard this. Picross E4 Nintendo 3 for the Nintendo 3DS. Any idea? No, I have no idea.
I think I've actually played that. Not this one, but I've played a version of it.
Really?
Crossword picture puzzles.
Oh,
Yeah, it's actually kind of fun and wildly popular among its fan base. But
I was just saying, is it kind of like penny slots? You know, what they got those 800 things in the pictures and the pictographs kind of thing. I guess.
kind of sort of.
Mock Rider for the Wii U. Azada for the 3DS. By the way, that is the best-selling console last year, the 3DS. Mario Golf World Tour for the 3DS. The God of War collection comes out for the Vita. That's just, it's actually only the first 2 games from what I could tell. But still, that's pretty awesome for the Vita. Kirby Triple Deluxe. Nintendo 3DS. Outlast DLC, Whistleblower. Outlast looks like a terrifying game. So
Yes.
I won't be picking up Whistleblower or Outlast itself.
What platform is that for?
PC and PlayStation 4.
Hmm.
And then Sports Friends. PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4. Stick It to the Man for PlayStation 4. And MLB 14, The Show, for PlayStation 4.
I play Stick It to the Man every day of my life.
Yeah. Shut your mouth.
I know you're gonna laugh at me, but I'm not gonna lie. The Mario Golf World Tour. You know I'm a sucker for.
He loves golf games, even
I
unitary
had a
crap.
Mario Golf game. I think was it for the Wii or was it for the GameCube that I really liked.
Oh, I got that power. I bought that Power Star Golf for Xbox One. I like that game. No, dude, I love golf games. I play with any time with it.
Dude,
Yep.
I'm so tempted to pick it up tomorrow.
Do it. Do it. Do it and tell us how bad it is. Do it.
I think I had some games I can
Pick
play
it up,
before.
and it's horrible. You could be here. Lowered expectations. You could be.
Could be.
So, Rob, have you ever heard... See, there's a theme to lowered expectations. I keep asking Rob questions. So, Rob, have you ever heard of the game Archage?
I've not, but looking at the screenshots, I would say it happens to fit into the genre that I don't play a whole lot of.
Right. And Renee and JJ, have you heard of it before? Apparently, it's huge over in the which direction is that? West, in Asia. I think Korea. It's humongous, and folks have like gone to extremes like playing on illegal servers in a language you don't understand to play this game. Well, Tryon is bringing it over here, and they are. It's going to be a free-to-game, a sandbox, free-to-play, free-to-game, free-to-play, free-to-log in. Let's be clear, sandbox game, and it's gonna launch sometime in 2014, and they've come out with founders packs, right? So that's like a thing that's been going on now these days.
Yeah.
Founders packs. You buy all these founders packs and you get all kinds of goodies, kind of, I guess. So Rob, the silver founders pack is $50.
Yep.
Get you beta access,
Yep.
a 4-day head start, a title that says you're the founder, a 30-day patron pass, whatever ridiculousness that is,
Yep.
an experimental hang glider. If it's a real hang glider, it's worth it.
Right.
Not it's in game. And 2,500 credits or whatever space bucks they're using.
Yep.
You can go gold, Rob.
Yep. What does that have?
That's $100, Rob. You get beta access again for $100. A 4-day head start, so that's kind of like the headiest of starts. You get the title The Traveler, and those letters that are in there, they're more expensive than Founder letters.
That's right.
Apparently, it gives you some type of stats. Apparently, stats come with titles in the game. Whatever. A 60-day patron pass, 10 even stones, 10 hereafter stones. I'm already pissed off at this game just hearing the freaking currency.
Yep.
That
Exactly right.
Phoenix Hang Glider, the Desert Assassin Playmail, and 7,500 credits. Well, Rob, that's not enough to entice you to do it, is it?
I want to spend even more on this free game. What can I do?
Well, we could get you the $150 Archum, whatever that word is, pack, Rob. You not only get beta access, you get alpha access.
Wait, for just $50 more, I get access to the buggier version of the game?
Plus, you get the test
way.
free. They pay people to do this normally, but you get to do it and pay them, Rob. You get a 4-day head start. You get the Trailblazer title with stats, which means you get to face roll everybody probably for the first 6 months of the game.
Right.
A 90-day patron pass.
Ooh.
You get Daru chests, which
All right.
is the new type of breast implant I've heard. That's what I have. I know what those things are. 10 even stones, 10 hereafter stones, a glass Phoenix hang glider, which is the same as gold, a desert assassin plate mail, a founder's cloak with a customizable logo. You could put either the letter A or the letter A on it for Archage.
I just get a big chocolate donut on there.
A personalizable crest, 10 pet healing potions, because of course your pets need healing, and 11,250 credits.
That's crazy. No way. Yeah.
That's all Rob. Rob like,
I mean, there's nothing more I can say about this than you've already said. It's just, anytime you've got like 12 different types of currencies, you're getting screwed because you're never going to have enough of what you need to do anything.
That's right. And the fact that you can purchase currency is A, the problem, B,
Yeah.
and this founder packs are getting ridiculous. The whole paying for beta access, have you guys ever paid for beta access?
yes.
For indie games, I mean, I've paid for like I paid for Prison Architect and stuff like that. But I mean,
Right.
they're very, very clear about what you're paying for. I mean, I don't know. This sounds like apparently the game's already been developed, right? I mean, it's
in Korea. They're just putting words.
Korea. All they're doing is rewriting the subtitles and maybe some of the cutscenes and cinematics. But I mean, I don't know. Do you know what the pricing model is over in Korea? What I understand, a lot of these games that are on the pay to win model are really huge over there.
Oh yeah.
I don't think they also stick you for the upfront costs as well. That's a guess, but I think I've heard something similar to that.
Yeah,
Anyway.
JJ, what did you say you paid for beta before, or kind of?
Oh yeah, I mean, I played like Rob. I paid for like indie games and stuff like that. Cube World is one that I played for plenty, plenty of games. So
Yeah, I can't imagine paying $150 for a game that that $150 is only getting you 90 days of game time, right? I mean, plus all that other crap I know, but we're just going deeper and deeper into this. You know what I'm saying? It's just it's getting to the point where one of these games is going to depend on this, and the door's going to slam shut on them.
right. So I know one of the things that that I'm learning. I'm trying to stop doing. Like Prison Architect was on sale this week. I almost picked it up. But then when I clicked on it, it said early access. So I was like, I don't feel like buying any more early access games. I don't know why, but I just don't feel like it. And I know it's pretty good.
Yeah, but why would you?
but it's also a little buggy too. It plays like an early access game. I'll put it that way.
Right. But, so then what's the actual if everybody starts paying for these early access games, what is the motivation for the developer to finish the damn game? Right, and put it out for $35.
I think that
You know what I mean? Everybody's paid.
I think the majority of the companies aren't going to go out and do that. I mean, I think there's a part in there where, you know, there's a trust when you do it that you will get a finished game. Now, it may be a few years before you get that finished game, but it will be. You know, so it's like a Kickstarter almost, where, I've put in for a few Kickstarters, and some of them have ran over their deadline, and I'm kind of getting worried a little bit. But you know, you just kind of hang in there. But here, you know, like with Kerbal Space Program, I mean, that's an early access, and people are getting mad enjoyment out of it. They even have a demo for early access.
Right.
Which is crazy.
But you look at
Kind of.
on the other end of the spectrum, look at a game like Star Citizen, which, I mean, I had my credit card out this week. I was going to pony up for one of the big ships, because I read about their pricing structure, and it's expensive, but you're paying for more than just the game. I mean, you're paying into their development costs and all that, and they're upfront about that, and that's fine. It's very intriguing. You know, like EVE Online, it's right in my wheelhouse as far as what I like to play. I think the ships in the world are gorgeous, and it should be a lot of fun. But here's the thing that I question about that. Okay, I can get past the paying up front thing. I get that. But they did this initially for early access. They've raised a huge amount. I think what $51 million or $41 million.
43 or 44.
It's in the multiple tens of millions of dollars. They've done a separate Kickstarter for it, which was huge. And so, you talk about what the motivation is to finish the game, and I don't really know. I mean, they've got more money than they need to finish the game right now, but that doesn't seem to be hurrying things along. So, I don't know. I guess I think it's a great way to fund your game and to get the money you need to make your game. I think it's the rare exception that actually gets all that money up front. I think you're more likely to get a game like Kerbal or like Prison Architect where you get a big hit up front and then a little bit trickles in over time, and that allows you to complete your game so you don't have to borrow all that money. But I mean, for Star Citizen, they've got a huge amount of cash up front, and I don't see any evidence that they're actually that's helping them finish the game.
Yeah, well, other than of 38 Third Studios, most people don't borrow the money, right? It's capital investment.
Well, it's capital investment by companies that are loaning it to them. I mean,
That's right. That's right.
It's being borrowed or loaned, and the money's got to come from somewhere. And for companies that don't have a backer or don't have the loans or don't have another funding source, it's a way to do it. Now, I can see us reaching saturation point pretty easily for people who are willing to pay up front for that. Not only pay up front, but pay up front at a premium. And after playing a couple of early access games, I mean, I kind of get the itch to want to play a game that's actually polished,
Yeah.
Right. Sorry, JJ, go ahead.
No, I think that's why I wonder if that's why I've been playing Diablo 3 so much. I mean, I don't know, man. I'm just trying to figure out what it is. It's cause, I mean, Banished was the finished game, and I enjoy that. But then Diablo 3's stuff came out, and I mean, I don't know.
Well, frankly, I found myself all of a sudden playing a bunch of Warcraft. I don't know why. I'm just like, oh, I'm playing this again. And you're just like, I think part of this is what's allowing this to happen a little bit is the sluggish start of at least one console, right?
Mm-hmm.
So your options are being pushed towards PC, and then when you go and look at PC games, you're going to spend $60 on a finished PC game or not, and you're like, well, I know if I wait because of Steam and Origin sales, right, I'm going to get it for cheaper. And then on top of that, these indie developers, they know that this is all the rage right now, and not that they're trying to get a bunch of money. I think they're truly trying to get their games made.
Right.
But again, one of these games, and I hope it's not, one of the ones that everybody's looking forward to. I don't think it's going to make it all the way to live, and then that's going to kind of shake the foundation of this whole thing.
Right.
And,
Well, that's the danger of doing all these founder packs and all the, they're pretty clear that these are investment level purchases, and there's no guarantee that you're going to get a full game out of it.
Yeah, and I'm not comfortable with that. I mean, yeah, I'm just not for some reason. I've done early access stuff, but haven't paid crazy amounts of money for early access.
No, I never paid a crazy amount of money for early access stuff.
Paying $150 for early access just sounds ridiculous to me.
Right.
Yeah, I agree. $50 seems a little high for a game that's not even in alpha yet. You know what I mean? That's the problem.
Yeah, it's like, yeah.
No, you can't play something. You go pay money for it, and there's nothing to play.
Like you said, it's a Kickstarter. It's a Kickstarter, but
right.
Yeah, but even they don't have to show that they're doing stuff like they're supposed to, like they do in Kickstarter. Kickstarter has like a structure where you can look at what they've done, look at their research, and this you're just kind of like, oh, look at the demo. Okay, I'm gonna buy into it.
Yep.
I don't know. We'll see what happens.
All right. Well, I'm sure we'll talk about this again. Let's go.
Also, with the lower expectations, I'm gonna throw this out there.
Oh yeah. Good.
Did you know if you resubscribe by May 11th, if you ever subscribe to Star Wars: The Old Republic, you'll get a sprawling new Nar Shaddaa Sky Palace with 5 rooms unlocked.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's not all the rooms unlocked. That's only 5 of them unlocked. Whatever that means. I can smell it already.
Yep.
You learn to be a ninja of the words with these demons now.
You got to kind of read some of these things like you do, like when the Fed has a press conference or has a meeting with the Fed.
Right. We need Bloomberg TV.
But they said in and not near, and
exactly. Hey man, with all those things, words mean things, and there is small print.
Yeah.
There is freaking small print. Let's be clear. So let's get some big print.
Good Spotlight.
Okay, speaking of lack of content on the Xbox One and Microsoft consoles at the moment, so big announcement this week. They talked about Xbox Originals, which is the entertainment wing, or basically the TV wing of the Xbox Live system. Rob, don't break your mic. It's expensive.
Oh, was it you bouncing
it wrong?
That was Rob beating his head against his mic. So we already knew about the Halo television series, and they say that there's a group of these shows that are pretty close to being done, or actually currently in development. So that means they're going to be ready to come to your TV, and that if you have a gold account, it's free, and they're wait for it, premium television experiences, Rob. Premium.
Oh, really?
They're premium.
Adult
No,
Network.
it's just regular. What's that?
Adult Network.
At least that would be worth $80 a year.
There will never be that on this. Well,
80
obviously never, but
$80?
Yeah, whatever it is. Check local.
$50.
Oh, okay.
But it was going up. I think it already did. You can find it on sale all over the place. But I want to see the retail price is like $69, I think.
It just renews on mine. I don't know. I should know. But.
Exactly.
So the Halo television series, we knew about that, right? We knew about Halo. There's a show called Every Street United. It's 8 30-minute episodes and a 1-hour finale, featuring legendary soccer players Thierry Henry. I knew that. I knew how to say that.
So that should be huge in the U.S.
And Edgar Davids. And it's a global search for soccer's most gifted and undiscovered stars. Yes. This is obviously... Well, no, it'll be big. There's like dudes who play soccer here, but obviously
there are.
You'll over...
Compared to any other major sport, there aren't. And the number of people who own an Xbox One and also play soccer is even smaller. So I know they're out there. I know the FIFA games are pretty popular, relatively speaking, but this is unbelievably ponderous move by Microsoft.
Wow.
I don't get it.
Okay. All right. Then, Rob, in June, take Friday the 13th off in June. 'Cause you won't want to miss a moment of Bonnaroo.
Bonnaroo.
Bonnaroo is Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You're gonna see all of Bonnaroo on your episode on your Xbox. Wait for it, in the Bonnaroo app.
Oh.
Because we call them apps, not channels. That's a Bonnaroo app. Because you'll be able to do some interactive features like not pick Pearl Jam's next song or anything. So what's gonna anyway? so at Bonnaroo, they're probably not gonna shoot the crowd at all, right? Because there's, what I understand, people take a lot of their clothes off during Bonnaroo. Maybe
Wait,
not.
what?
It's a hippie thing, man. Signal to noise, Renee. This is what you were talking about. Atari Game Over. So what they're doing is they're working with Simon Chin, who did Searching for Sugar Man and Man on a Wire. Have you seen either one of those movies, guys?
Man on Wire.
Yeah, I've seen. Or I've heard of it.
Heard of Man on Wire.
Both of them are very good. I've seen both of them. And then Jonathan Chin, who does 30 days, who did 30 days for that's the Morgan Spurlock thing, and then American High for PBS. They're doing 6 documentary films. The first one was Atari Game Over, and that's the one we were talking about with the ET cartridges. They're doing a bold new drama called Humans, and it's going to be with BBC4. And apparently, I'm sure it's about either. I'm not even going to look. Wait a second. Let me guess. You guys look. Let me guess. It's either about something happens in the world and you're post-apocalyptic, or it's like Logan's Run, Utopia type of thing. Which one is it? Either one of those?
Both.
It's both?
Yep, we gotta be both.
Both. Sure, it's both.
Oh no, it's a robot thing. Whatever. And then there's going to be Halo digital features, which I really like those. Rob, you watched the ODST stuff? Remember that came out on Waypoint?
Yeah, those are pretty decent.
Those animated ones. Those are good stuff. And then there's some stuff that's in development, which means if this other stuff does all right, we'll probably still make this.
Right.
But if it doesn't do all right, we're not going to do any more of this, and it's going to die, right? I just give you titles. Fearless could be anything. Oh, it's about a shark diver or something. Anyway, Gun Machine. Whoa. Untitled Jash Comedy Variety Half Hour. You guys know who Jash is? I don't know.
Nope, I don't.
Apparently, it's a comedy collective founded by Sarah Silverman, Michael Cera, Tim and Eric, and Reggie Watch. That's pretty funny, guys. Extraordinary Believers. That's them going into religion. Just making that up. That's pretty funny. And then Winter World. It's the next season of Waterworld. Come on.
Waterworld 2, iced over.
Nothing.
Hey,
All right. So
Waterworld wasn't terrible.
what do you guys? That's just long. It's just freaking long. What do you guys think? Is this like the next logical step, or kind of know how Rob feels about it, or is this them trying to get into the Netflix market kind of thing? Original content, HBO type.
Can I say no for both of those answers?
It's not
How many
logical.
questions?
Okay. Expound.
I mean, I don't think that they promised that they're going to do these shows already, so I don't think they're trying to force their way into a Netflix type market, because Netflix is platform agnostic, I guess, because I mean it's not like the Amazon Fire TV, where it's like, okay, Amazon Fire TV is for just for Amazon Prime. But even with Amazon Prime, you can pretty much watch Amazon Prime on anything except for Apple.
Right.
And then I don't see Microsoft open this up where, me being able to download it or being able to watch it on some other device except for an Xbox One.
Is it just Xbox One? I thought it was Xbox Live. I thought it was going to come to 360. Yeah, 360 as well. So that's
Oh,
I
okay.
think that's pretty good. At least they're not just leaving the 360 in the dust. But
Well, but it's video content. I mean, it's it's not like it's
a game.
yeah, it's not like it's a game. I mean, this it just seems like a backwards move for me because it's not. If they're going to compete with Netflix realistically on this level, they need to have something that has more broad appeal.
Right.
So what they're doing, they're bringing games that are based on very specific game titles, and they're creating TV shows out of that. When the people who are going to watch it are the ones who play the games, who would rather have the games. So I mean, they're putting development into something that nobody asked for, and the people who are the target audience would prefer to have the games instead of the TV shows. So
Even if it's super
they
awesome.
either need to go more broad with their TV programming, or they need to get their ass back into the office and write some games.
Right.
Well, it's not the same people doing that, right? I mean, they're investing.
No, but it's not the same people. But it all comes down to resources, right? I mean, you've only got so much money to spend at any given time, and they're choosing to put their money into developing this stuff instead of developing games.
And then too, what's going on is that they're like, I'm pretty sure the people that are doing games are like, well, we have this TV stuff going on in between, so we don't have to rush to get, such and such game out because we have these TV series to fill in between.
Yeah, that was a dumb thing to say. I think is saying
Well, I just said,
filling the dead space with these awesome TV shows. Seriously, that's what you're gonna call it? I mean,
and that's what I'm saying. I mean, I think I don't know, man. I just really they just took away. I'm even sitting here trying to figure out what's the real demographic for these TV shows.
no. Well, we don't know yet, right? I mean,
Well, we do. I mean, given the titles that they've shown us, we kind of get an idea of what the
Younger
game
than
is.
us. Other than Halo, it's younger than us. The other thing about it is though, like for people like us, what do we do while we play games? A lot of us, we watch TV, right? We watch either Netflix or a TV show,
Or we have it on. I mean, I couldn't necessarily focus on anything.
right? But
Right.
but now you've taken that option away to some of us that will watch a show, especially like a documentary or something along those lines, while we're sitting down playing a game.
Right.
That option's gone now. So you kind of, it seems to me it'll be interesting. One of the things they said is, real quick, that they, everybody asked what's the next branded game property that you're going to turn into a show, and they said they haven't decided. But here's some ones that they're highlighting and exploring. Gears of War.
Too expensive to get shot down.
It would probably.
It will. I mean,
The sets are too expensive.
Yeah, the set's too expensive. You'd have way too much to do with makeup and everything else. I think it would be unbelievably cool, but I do think it's impractical at this point. In the infancy of their media development stuff, I think it's too much.
The real expense is steroids. That's what the real expense is. And Terry Tate is already, the guy who does the voice of Cole Train, is already on Brooklyn 99.
Right.
He's already on that show.
Terry Crews.
Yeah.
He's
Fable, which could be interesting, kind of like a Monty Python-ish adventure game. Forza is another one they talked about.
That's just out of left field. I have no idea what that.
I don't know what maybe.
There's no narrative in Forza.
Need for Speed, man.
Yeah, right. I mean, that's exactly right. It's a racing game with a storyline built in.
No, what's Fast and Furious? Sorry.
Yeah, same thing. I mean, realistically.
Age of Empires, which I thought was interesting, and then State of Decay, which is the zombie movie. So
This is and I know it's not all Microsoft, but this is so typical of the stuff that Microsoft brings. They're day late and dollar short, and they want to come out with a tablet, so they do it 3 or 4 years after the iPad comes out. They do a crappy version of it, and it costs too much, and it's underpowered. And it's the same thing. You're going to bring out a zombie-themed movie when most other zombie stuff has already gone away, and you've got the most one of the most popular television shows in history currently running, and you're going to bring this to compete with that at this point. Either innovate or go back to what you know, but don't try to take over market share when it's already well occupied.
I think the Halo show is going to really tell the tale, if they're actually going to do it right or not. Because if it's not done right, the fan base will kill them, right? And that'll be it. Nobody will want to watch anything on the thing. I was looking at some of the comments around the internet. This one on Joystick. It is the X and Xbox might as well stand for cable.
Well, and this was my main concern back when they first started talking about all the media convergent stuff, back before launch, and this was my concern. It was this diversification for the sake of diversifying, and I think they're too scattered. I don't think they're concentrating enough on games, and they're trying to do everything, and they're doing a poor job of all of it.
Yeah.
I can't disagree with that.
Yeah, I just don't know, man.
It's not been.
I don't think they do either, JJ. Honestly, I think that's part of my problem with it. Is that I think they're too big, and I think that they don't really know who's steering the ship.
No, I think what happened. I think they do now. I think they had the wrong guy steering the ship through the development cycle. I really do.
Yeah, I think that was a big part of it. I just don't. I don't think one guy could have caused that much damage because they still don't seem to be really focused on anything.
Yeah, I mean, we just found out that one of our favorite shows, Almost Human, was canceled.
Sad.
And that was a pretty solid show.
Quit liking sci-fi on Fox. Have you not learned your lesson? Have you not learned your lesson?
It's better than Arrow, and Arrow's so on. Ugh.
Yeah,
right. But my thing is that if shows like that can't, I just don't know. It's like if shows like that can't make it, why are they even wasting their time? I guess.
Well, it depends on it'll be interesting to see. I'd be interested to see what they spend on shooting these things. Because some of the specifically, they're doing some, if you will, they don't call it reality TV, they call it an unscripted show, right? That's the new thing. It's called unscripted instead of reality TV. So a lot of it's that. So we will see how it works and if people actually like it or not. Regardless, there's going to be backlash. I will check it out just to check it out, obviously, to see what it's like and if it's any good. I mean, the first thing we might get is Bonnaroo, and that's a month and a half away. It'd be interesting to see if anything launches before that, though. So, and then...
all right, just real quick, because I didn't know where else to put it. Coming up on May the 4th here, they were running for Star Wars Day. Is it officially called Star Wars Day now?
Yes.
Yeah.
May the 4th, okay. So they're running a huge sale on Steam for all Star Wars titles, 66% off.
Wow.
Deal. So get out there and buy some Star Wars games. Anybody who wants to play Battlefront 2 for what was it for less than $4, but for $3.39.
Correct.
Buy Battlefront 2 and I will play with you.
I'm going to pick it up when it comes out. I think if you can buy the Star Wars Collection 2014, Battlefront 2, Jedi Knight 2, Jedi Knight Dark Forces 2, Jedi Knight Jedi Academy, Star Wars Jedi Knight, Mysteries of the Sith, Star Wars Republic Commando, Star Wars, what's the other one? Hold on, I'm getting there.
Starfighter,
Knights of the Old Republic, Clone Wars Republic Heroes, Knights of the Old Republic 2, Dark Forces, freaking unbelievable. All that you can get for $33.99.
Yep.
Yeah, so if you want to fill out your Star Wars collection, there it is for you.
There's still a lot of really good gameplay and all of that. I mean, Knights of the Old Republic remains one of my favorite games ever, and Battlefront the Blast. So yeah.
All right, Rob, take us out.
Intro music for Gaming After Dark is by Sanj Lariviere. Outro music is by Nick Sleeper. Kugo the Mighty. Last Stand Radio, is that his YouTube channel?
Yep, it's also Last Stand Radio on YouTube as well. Yep.
Great. Follow us on Twitter at Game After Dark. Email the show at Gaming After Dark, and also gamingafterdark@gmail.com. Come check us out, gamingafterdark.com. Where can they find the Valentines?
You can find us at valentinecast.com. We record live Monday nights at 7:30. You can find out what we have going on, and you can find out what's going on with Renee's pregnancy at valentinemom.com.
Nice.
Excellent. Well, folks, thanks for joining us again this week. We have had a good time having you there. It's May Day. I have to go out front and watch some glorious tanks go by my house.
Nice.
Thank you, everyone. And we're up.
I'll be back.
What's going on? Oh,
Did you get the Mayday reference, JJ?
oh.
I was being communist.
I was thinking Mayday, where they bring the baskets to your door, knock on the door, and run.
What's that Mayday?
Heard it.
Before. I've only heard of the Mother Russia / every other communist country doing military parades for the joy and
It's,
the.
here you go. Yes, it's because today's May Day.
Yeah.
So here you go.
All right, Battlefront 2 has been purchased.
Nice. Is it already on sale?
What is Battlefront 2?
It's like Call of Duty, but Star Wars.
But better.
But better. You get vehicles and everything else.
You do get That's right.
It's funny because I deleted. I was cleaning up my computer this week, and I removed Defiance and a bunch of other stuff. And I was kind of laughing when I saw the Defiance deal, and I was like, because I was debating if I was gonna take it off or not, and I was like, I'll go ahead and take it off, and I did.
Right. Yeah, I did too.
I was messing with my son. He was like telling me he wanted a hoodie, and I was like, what color do you want? And he was like, he sent me the color, and it was really odd because it was white, you know, and I was like, why would he want a white hoodie? I was like, you in some gang or something?
Who asked for that? Your son?
My son, he busted out laughing.
That's funny. Dude, work has been so freaking nuts.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Maybe a little better after yesterday. But well, I didn't realize that. Did you realize Cersei from Game of Thrones was the was Gerard Butler's wife in freaking 300? I didn't get that. I didn't know that. You saw 300, right, JJ?
Yeah, I saw 300.
Dude, did you see that the WoW movie's wrapping already? The filming's wrapping?
Oh, really?
Yeah, 3 weeks from now.
I would guess a lot of that's going to be done in post.
Yes. there is going to be a lot of CG. But the movie's supposedly not coming out until March 11th, 2016, which that still seems like a long time with a lot of the post.
Yeah.
I mean, you would think if they were done shooting today, this in 3 weeks, that they shouldn't have a problem being ready to go by, middle of next year easily. But
Where's Toby?
Oh, I heard. Did you guys anybody see Spider-Man 2 yet? Oh, it came out today. Never mind. I heard it's horrible.
Really?
Yep.
Hmm.
Yep. They That's something about Spider. Well, they did the same thing they did in Spider-Man, the regular Spider-Man 2. They freaking put like 7 villains in the thing. And all they did was basically the way the review I saw said all it did was set up spin-offs or future movies.
Mm-hmm.
So, let me shut the broadcast. Bye, internet.